Hey everyone, it's James Lambert, the motivational coach and speaker. I went from knockouts to knowledge and from headlocks to hugs. I still embrace people, just now in a more positive way. So hello to you and welcome to another motivational Monday. Marvellous Mondays, beautiful. Another day to serve with great love, to be kind to others, including ourselves, and to go after our goals with great enthusiasm and passion. You join me on my walk, my furry friend there, Mr. Max. Just got to share this as I always like to do. It's a glorious day here in the UK. Quite windy, but nice and warm. Well, at least warm for the UK. So I hope you're really well, as I say. Oh, and what was the topic, or what is the topic I should say, for this broadcast was who inspires you? That's the question for me today. Who inspires you? Now take a moment. If it doesn't spring to mind, it might be your mother or father, or both of them. It could be your brother or sister. It could be a loved one. It could be a work colleague. It could just be a best friend. Or it could be a popular figure. You know, someone, a singer, or an actor, maybe another motivational speaker like myself. The point is, when it's come to mind, I want you to thank them, to literally let them know. Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for joining me, Joseph. Wonderful to have your company. I hope you're thriving in life. So yes, I just want you to, that was the question, who inspires you? And when you've thought on it for a while, tell them. I feel it's so important today to let those that do inspire our lives with great positivity and love, to let them know. Let them know. Yes, Katrina, if you want more of the same, please do check out my YouTube channel, James Lambert, the surname Lambert. I do daily motivational videos there, as well as on Periscope, and I live to motivate others. And I'm known as the Leopard who changed his spots, and Mr. Happy on Twitter. You can also see my Facebook public page at James Lambert. Thank you for your time and attention. So as I was saying, who inspires you? When that comes to mind, let them know. We're so very quick today to complain of bad service and when things are not going well. And yes, there's a time for that, but my goodness, when we do encounter, wow, customer service or people that do make our lives brighter, why don't we let them know? It's in Sussex, my friend, Sussex, West Sussex in the United Kingdom. And so I really encourage you, and this was really brought to mind. There was a lovely TEDx speaker who follows me on my Twitter timeline. He sent me a lovely tweet that says, who tag someone who inspires you. Mr. Happy, James Lambert, that's me, inspires me with his motivation and wisdom. And I, in turn, as you know, I believe in passing it on. I mentioned a chap called Gary Vaynerchuk, who runs VaynerMedia. I found his work particularly helpful this year, and particularly a principle, if you haven't heard of it already, one is better than none. And that was talking about numbers. So often we determine our self-worth based on Facebook likes or how many views one video gets. And I've been sucked into this before, but he said, and I agree with it so wholeheartedly, if you reach one person who feels better about themselves than they did before encountering you or your work, that is far better than none. Also, he said, in today's busy world where you inspire yourself. Well said, sir. Wonderful, good to hear. Much love to you. And he was saying that, of course, one is better than none, particularly in the world that's saturated with options. People have got YouTube channels. There's, of course, the traditional press and TV, Netflix. There's an abundance of options. So if you have one person that is taking the time to appreciate you and your work, by Jove, appreciate them. And that's why I make it a point to get in touch. Oh, I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that, Joseph. It's a beautiful thing because it's so important in today's world. I've been guilty of it myself. I thought, I haven't reached 1 million people yet. And yet, we are all doing our best, hopefully, to inspire whomever we meet in our daily lives. So you see, you are making a difference. We're going to go back to it, and this very vehicle, what we call the human body, has been granted you and I simply to exude and to demonstrate that love. So every opportunity in front of another sentient being, whether that be a human or a little animal like my furry friend Max, it's an opportunity for us to demonstrate that love. And in doing so, we not only make our own lives more joyful and joy-filled, we spread and extend that kindness and compassion out to others. So I encourage you today as well, love yourself, love others, and allow others to love you. I believe that's the oft-forgotten, neglected, missing, if you like, the third leg of the stool to combine or to complete the Holy Trinity. Love yourself, love others by all means, but then allow others to love you. I know for myself, so many of us good, kind folk, we struggle with that. You know, it's almost like the martyr complex, where we don't feel, it's in part related to one's self-worth, but we don't feel worthy of receiving it. So we can be very quick to love others, and yet you abandon at least half of the law, I believe, when you don't allow others to love you. It's very important. I've used the analogy before when I was recently at the coast, at the seaside, and just watching. My survival inspires you. My good Manchester City 16. That is indeed impressive. And it's a beautiful thing. I, for one, am glad you're still alive. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate your honesty. So as I was saying, I was at the seaside and I noticed how the waves were lapping against the shoreline, almost in a gentle caress. And it was the giving and the receiving, the give and take motion of it, that I realised, yes, that almost completes the circle, if you like. There is a time for giving, of course there is. But don't let it stop there. Allow the universe to bless you abundantly. Allow yourself to receive things from others. That's not always about a fiscal amount of money. It's about the kindness of others. Or someone says, oh, you look nice. And you typically may brush it off. Oh, well, don't be silly. No, accept it. You're worthy of being loved, of being happy, and of being joy-filled. Don't be embarrassed or neglect that. Moreover, you almost dismiss. It can be very hurtful to the other person if they've taken the time to compliment you and you dismiss it. So do, receive it graciously. And quite frankly, in today's world, I take every compliment I can get, and I encourage you to do the same. Because today there's so many naysayers. It's the easiest thing, particularly on social media, to, be negative and, oh, what are you so happy about? And yet, we must love them even more, I say, because the hate-filled person needs love the most. So again, just want you in closing, just to bring it back, who inspires you? Who inspires you? If it's yourself, beautiful, that is beautiful. That's the, if you like, that's thinking about yourself, but think of others also. In your local community, it could be someone that's living, past or present. But if they are surviving, if they are living, I would love you to reach out and let them know. If it's a family member or friend, pick up the phone, send them a text or an email. And if it's somebody that isn't in your inner circle, with today's social media, reach out, send them a tweet. Let them know on Facebook or their fan page. Reach out to them and let them now know how they have touched your life for the better. So I hope this message has helped. For more daily motivation, do check out my YouTube channel, James Lambert, and my website, James Lambert Coaching. From my heart to yours, much, much love. Have a wonderful day, and know this, you, yes you listening, are unstoppable, and I believe in you.